Hey everybody, so today I want to give you a little tutorial on my tech tool, which is Voki. Voki is a website as well as an app in the App Store, but we are going to look at it on the computer today because there's a lot more options that you can see, and it's explained a little bit more on the computer. So just go to Google or your web browser, type in www.voki.com, or you can just type Voki into Google, click enter, and it will take you to the search, and it will be the very first one at the top. Go ahead and click on it. So this is the homepage of Voki. When you get here, right up here is where you will log in. That's the first thing that you're going to want to do. I actually have already created an account on Voki, so mine automatically remembers who I am. When you do create your account, you do want to create a teacher profile because you will get a lot more options than you would if you were a student. So go ahead and log in first. The second thing I want to show you about Voki is the pricing before we look at everything. One thing about Voki is that it's a great resource and you can do a lot of really cool things on it, but a lot of the things that you can do cost are extra. So let's go ahead and go to the pricing. So right here, this is what we have, or what you will have when you just log on to Voki and create an account. You'll have the basic package. So you can see that there's not very much right here, but those things are really cool, and I'm going to talk about them as we go. But you can pay for different levels of Voki. There's 1, 2, and 3. And there are different prices, and as you go up, you can different things are added at each level. So for level 1, you have 30 students. Level 2, you have 60, and so on. And the amount of things that you can do and the benefits go up as well. You do have a 15-day free trial on all 3 of those levels. If you want to try it out and you decide you don't like it or you want to go up a level. Another really cool thing is that Voki does have a school license, so there's a good chance that you might get into a school and they might already have a Voki membership for the whole school, or the school district might have a Voki membership. And the cool thing about this, if your school has it, is that in these, there's a certain number of students that can be in your classes. On this, there's actually not. So there's an unlimited amount of students that can be in your classes and an unlimited amount of classes. So say you have 8 different classes that you want to do, you can, if your school has that to offer. So enough about the prices. Let's get to exploring Voki. So the first thing that we're going to click on is the creator button up here. This is probably my favorite part of Voki. So before you get Voki, make sure that you have Adobe Flash Player on your account, or on your computer, or you have it up to date, because it will need that. Voki will need that so you can access it. So as you can see right here, this is actually President Obama. That he is one of the characters on here. He's actually in the premium package, so you wouldn't be able to use him if you just had the basic account. But what you can do is you can actually make him talk. This would be great for a history lesson. You could actually make him say information about himself. You could have the kids do a biography, and you can make it in first person and have the kids talk as him and say, I was born in. That would be really cool. There's a lot of different things. There's a whole bunch of different characters. So you can actually make your own character as well. So you could actually make the kids make themselves and have them talk about something. So right here, you can change the head, the clothing, the bling. See, here's all the different characters. You can make it male and female. You can do holiday characters, dogs, all kinds of that. You can change the lips. You can change what the character's wearing, this would be considered the bling. And then you can actually give it a voice. So you can do a audio file. You can record speaking into the computer with using the microphone. You can type in what you want it to say, and it will actually speak it. This is probably the coolest one. You can click on this one. You can use your phone, and it gives you a number to dial, and you'll dial that number and type in a code, and you'll actually record your voice over the phone, and it will send what you recorded into the phone straight to the computer. I think that is probably the coolest part of Voki. Down here, you can change the color of the mouth and the eyes and the hair. And then right here is where you can change the background if you want to. And then you can actually publish it and submit it. So that's a really cool part of Voki. But a lot of the characters, like I said, you do have to have the premium membership for. So the next tab that I want to talk about is the presenter tab. So go ahead and click on that. And it will take us to something that I like to call an upgraded type of PowerPoint. So on the presenter tab, you can actually make a PowerPoint lesson. So it's a whole bunch of different slides, kind of like a Prezi as well. In it, you can add text. You can actually put creators into, so like you can make something in Creator and then actually add it to your PowerPoint. You can put videos, shapes, pictures, anything like that, and then make a PowerPoint. So if the children were doing a presentation on butterflies, they could make an interactive PowerPoint or slideshow on it. So I think that's really awesome. So the next thing that we're going to look at on Voki is the Classroom tab right here. So this tab would be more for you if you had an upgraded version of Voki. So in this tab, you could manage your students. You could add and take away students. You could put them in classes. You can manage their classes and the lessons that you give them or assign them. They can submit things to you on Voki, and you can review their assignments. You can showcase their assignments if they were really good or you really like them. So this would be more of a tab that you would use if you actually had it upgraded and you had students in your classroom on Voki. So this tab isn't as important right now for you if you just have the free version of Voki. So the next tab that we want to look at is the Teach tab. I actually did not know that Voki had this option until I started to look around. So when you click on this tab, you'll see lessons, hooks, and projects at the top. So this is actually where teachers have created lessons, hooks, and projects for you, and they're free. There are actually some that you can use right now with the free version. There's a lot more that are available for you when you get the paid version of Voki. You can see a lot more of those. So we'll go ahead and go to the lessons tab first. So you'll see a lot of different lessons that are about to pop up. At the top right here, if you want to do a certain lesson, you can click grades and subjects and click on what grade and subject you want. We'll just click on Life Cycle of a Butterfly. So you can go ahead and click on a lesson in this unit made by this teacher. There are 6 lessons. As you can see, everything beyond lesson 1 is paid. So you have to have level 3 for that. But this would be a really great resource, especially for a day that you had a sub, if you wanted the kids to look at this and kind of start learning about the life cycle of a butterfly. There's all kinds of different lessons. And like I said, the more that you pay for Voki, the more that you can view. So the hooks tab right here, this is a hook for a lesson. So say this could be used when you just need a little introduction to a lesson. So we'll click on the first one right here. This is Introduction to Cinco de Mayo. So you're starting to learn about Cinco de Mayo and the students don't know what it is. Click on this little guy right here. It'll pop up and it will actually give you a little intro into Cinco de Mayo. So we'll go ahead and click into it.
Hola. My name is Maria, and I am here to help you learn about Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is a celebration held on May 5th. The date is observed in the United States.
So you just skip through. I'm just going to go ahead and skip through all these, but the lady is actually talking about Cinco de Mayo on each one of these pages, and it's something fun for the kids. It's something fun for the kids to do, something that they wouldn't normally see in the classroom, and it's a great little hook, and it gets them engaged into the lesson. And there's a whole bunch of different hooks. And the last tab is about projects. This actually has different projects that the teachers have posted. They're not done for you, but they're just the plan of the project and the description and ways that you could use Voki in those projects. But that is pretty much Voki for you. There's a little tab about the app, but that is how to use Voki, all the different things that you can do on Voki. And I hope that you